Secret of Secret of Secret of
Hello.
Secret of
Hello, hello. Hello.
Secret of
Yay. Hello, hello. Hello.
Secret of
Yay. Hello, hello. Hello. I played a bit of the game, so we have Halara with us.
Secret of
I don't know why that keeps on playing. Yay. Hello, hello. Hello. I played a bit of the game, so we have Halara with us.
Secret of
I don't know why that keeps on playing. Yay. Okay, I think I will just pause the stream that's on my YouTube channel because I think it's a bit of a pain. But I should also try and see the chat from here, but I can't. I don't really know how to see the chat. Dogs. Chat rate one viewer. There's actually two, but maybe that was because there's me. I'm trying to see how I can look at the chat. I just deleted the chat. Maybe it's in settings. Oh crap. I'm trying to see how I can look at the chat. I just deleted the chat. Maybe it's in settings. Oh crap. I'm trying to see how I can look at the chat. I just deleted the chat. Maybe it's in settings. How I can look at the chat. I just deleted the chat.
Mission screen, hit the plus icon, we'll hit browser, and then we'll name this overlay YouTube chat. dark chat, we want to select white just for the time being. And then we'll hit save. We'll name this here YouTube chat. You don't need my icon, and I'm gonna go ahead and copy. And then we'll come here to our intermission screen. It's the plus icon. We'll hit browser.
So what? There's browser. They added YouTube.
And then we'll name this overlay YouTube chat. And then super important that we want to go ahead and select here 1920 by 1080. And then you scroll down and you want to select refresh browser when scene becomes active. Hit OK.
Okay, it's taking up most of the screen. Damn. Okay, this isn't gonna work.
And then our chat's gonna pop up right in the spot that we need it to pop up in. And now that we know that it
I'm going to show you how to use the custom docs to be able to bring in your YouTube chat, since it's not really integrated, and that's kind of a bust.
Oh well. The YouTube thing is really weird. I kind of wish I didn't delete it, but oh well. That's virtual cameras, output, preview, scene source. Okay, you know what? I think while it's streaming... Oh, crap. Yeah, this will work. Okay. If there's any problems, just let me know. But yeah, I think we can continue. Where is Halara? Oh, Halara is right there. Did you know that Halara is a non-binary character? Like, they're the only non-binary character that is within that is actually in a Kodaku game. Most Kodaku games already are like they already have like set assigned genders. But Halara is different. Halara is very different. Wow. Yeah. Can you hear me just fine, by the way?
Master?
This is a Persona 4 reference, by the way.
But
Maybe you'll get stuck inside. There's no way that would happen. No, Shinigami is, Shinigami's a woman. But they're also, known as the Death God. So how do you feel about Persona 4 in Detective Raincode? That's the only Persona reference, though. Adachi. Anyways, there was something that I needed to do. Oh yeah, right, it was to go back to the chief. So, what has been happening so far? So, in this chapter, we are introduced to our first case. The first case, which is, called the Nailman cases. And what are the Nailman cases? The Nailman cases are like, is that people go behind the church and they basically write the name of said person and they stick it behind and they nail their note to like a tree at the back of the church. And the Nailman comes to look in the notes and basically they kill whoever was written on the note. And there's been about 4 cases. One was at a club. The second one was at a mansion. Third was at an art gallery, and then the fourth is the recent one, which happened at a clock tower. Yuma is the guy we're playing as, by the way. He goes to he's forced to investigate because of Shinigami's tendency to like mystery and stuff like that. No. Well, there's a thing called the Mystery Labyrinth, which we will get to eventually, depending on how much time I will be spending on the game. It just like in a nutshell, basically like so yeah, Yuma is forced to investigate alongside Shinigami. They find out that they investigate the clock tower with the Nailman case, and basically they're out here with Alara, asking for their help. Asking for their help to solve this case because Yuma cannot do it alone, so he likes to depend on others to help him find out the mystery. And that's kind of about it in a nutshell, but I think you'll get into the details really, really later. Anyways, let's go back. I still am like, I'm still like trying to understand how this game works, or where everything is. But I know. I genuinely know. So anyways, after we acquired Halara, we're supposed to go back to our...
Master, you gotta hurry!
We gotta go back to Chief, because initially he assigned us to gather all the detectives, including Halara. But we kind of just seem to be sidetracked because of Shinigami and her curiosity for the Nailman case. I know, the city is really, really detailed, and that's what I really like. The visuals aren't that bad. Anyways, you'll see this cutscene ahead. Yeah, Shinigami calls you Master, because you're the one who signed the contract with her. But I'm pretty sure if you were to like, if it were anyone else signing the contract with her, I think she'd still address him by Master.
It's the Peacekeepers. Stay hidden. Huh? Oh, right. Chief! And that Peacekeeper from the clock tower. Seth Burrows. A high-ranking Peacekeeper. He's quite infamous for being sly and
Sorry,
persistent.
I don't know why.
Well,
Just yesterday, all of a sudden, I
sure got
suddenly
some
start coughing.
heavy rain again, huh? The humidity makes my hair fuzzier than normal.
I don't care.
Huh? What did you say?
I don't care. More importantly, you sent your detectives to interfere with the Nailman case. once, didn't you? We have
Average
witnesses.
New York City activities? No. The-
Mailman.
So, if
Now
you're
that you mention it, there was a case like that before.
So if you're wondering, who are the peacekeepers? The peacekeepers in this particular city are known as the police. Who are you talking to? Yako? Are you talking about Yako or Seth? Robin. You talking about the you talking about Seth or Yako? No! No, not Yako! No! Leave him alone! He's my husband! He's such a nice guy! No! 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 We're not killing Yako! Anyways, at least you understand who the peacekeepers are. And the peacekeepers are like people you do not want to mess with. And basically Yako's like, do not do anything with the peacekeepers. And look at us. We actually interfere with the peacekeepers and now they're up Yakos' ass. Ugh. Basically, that's kind of how he is described anyways. He has messy hair, he has a messy office, he's unclean and pretty lazy, I guess. Yako's kind of like that anyways. Continuing on.
Oh, wait, no. I don't know anything.
This flower, it's beautiful, isn't it?
Huh?
What's cartel?
Created by Amaterasu Corp's research, this precious work of art is adapted to Kanai Ward's environment. But unfortunately, once picked, it can only maintain its beauty for 3 hours. When something beautiful withers, it fills me with an inexplicable sorrow. I feel so sad that it makes me want to sink a ship.
I don't follow.
The Nailman affair will be handled by the Peacekeepers. You and your team will withdraw immediately. Bring in the detectives you sent out. The Peacekeepers will take custody of them.
Hold on! I don't know what detectives you're talking about, and I don't know where any of them are.
I'll wait until this flower withers. You have 3 hours. I'll not wait if you fail to meet my demands. You will suffer the same fate as this flower.
Fine, I get it, but can't you give me more time?
Well, we're screwed.
He's gone.
Chief Yako, are you alright?
Oh, Yuma. And Halara, too. Yeesh, this is bad. Listen, the Peacekeepers just came by.
I know. We were watching from over there.
Huh? You were watching? You could at least help me out. Hold on. Are you two the detectives they were talking about?
I'm sorry. It's a long story, but it was probably us.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me! Why? What's going on?
It's exactly as the Peacekeeper said. We are currently pursuing the Nailman case. We'd like to search around the church. I was about to ask you to take us there, but you seem rather busy.
Yeah, I'm real busy now, thanks to you two!
I'm so sorry, Yako. I was dragged into this mess. Please don't hate me.
You're gonna keep investigating? Not gonna help your chief out of a jam?
Well, we are. We just need to solve this case and then we can bail you out, bro.
Look, we've got 3 hours before I'm taken away. If that happens, the last detective agency in town is done for.
Would you rather hand us over to the Peacekeepers?
Who do you think you're talking to? I'm the chief. I'd rather turn myself in than ever sell anyone out. Though, I wouldn't want to do that either, if I'm being honest.
But sacrifices have to be made whenever it comes to it. Yakko's not that bad, please. He's a good chief. I love him.
Never mind. Forget what I just said.
Man, he does not know when to stop.
What should we do, Halara?
There's only one person who'll be taken into custody. It's not the chief, not us. It's the Nailman. You will find the real culprit and turn the murderer over to the Peacekeepers as originally planned. With enough evidence, they will have no room to reject the truth.
But we only have 3 hours.
3 hours is more than enough. I will give my utmost effort as your assistant. With my logic, anything is possible.
I don't really get it, but it seems best to leave it to you two. You said you wanted to go to the church? Let me mark it on the map.
Thank you, Yakko.
It's for the best that I don't tag along. If we're seen together, things will get even more sticky.
Yeah.
I'll be right here, waiting for good news. I'm counting on you.
The next thing you know, we're disappointed.
Yeah, we're off.
3 hours. You've got 3 hours to solve the case.
We're a bit on the time crunch.
Seriously, I'm counting on you. There's still so much I need to do.
So much that he needs to do, but he's like not really doing anything. Like me, who isn't really actually doing anything. My dumbass thought it was called the mailman. Idiot! I've been saying it's called the nailman, not the mailman. I guess to go to the church, what we need to do is take the bus. And if you're so lazy to actually do that,
Don't forget this stuff.
you can see the entire city with Kanai Ward's map. Selecting the icon of a district will open up a detailed map.
Wow.
The area map icons for your current location and other info. You can switch between the different layers of maps if they have multiple layers, so try it out. I guess we're already there. Oh man, I'm so lazy. How come
You can get to the church
weren't
from
paying
Kamasaki
attention?
district.
I was describing
I'm
you
sure.
everything about what has been happening.
Let's hurry.
Do you want me to repeat what I said about this case? What is happening? Or do you understand what is
Come
happening?
on, over here.
What? Where'd you go, Shinigami? Oh, here. Oh, what?
Let's hurry to the church.
Oh, it can't actually. Okay, there's no dialogue here. But anyways, we need to find a bus stop. And there's a bus stop here, so let's go and take this bus. Actually, the church isn't actually labeled on here. That's a bit of a relief. We're in Kamazaki district at the moment. Let's view the area map. It should be marked on that map anyways, but I barely can see because of the chat is in the way. I think I can manage. Oops. I think I can manage, I say, as I get lost. Okay, no, this is not where I'm supposed to be. Let's go through here. And out of here. Okay, and then we go up here. And this should lead to the church. Oh, okay, cool. The only church in Kanai Ward, a dark force sits behind it. The culprit behind the serial murders in Kanai Ward. We haven't been here before, so this is
So
the
the
first
mailman
time.
urban legend originated at this church.
There aren't any ghosts here, are there?
What's the matter, Halara?
I hate churches. I find them devoid of value.
Huh? Why is that?
Because prayer is obviously inferior to payment. Just look at the tragedies the city has seen. There is no God to save you. The lost lamb should look to detectives for help instead, don't you think?
I don't know about that. Depends on the individual.
Forget it. For now, let's talk to the people around the church.
Will they even listen to us?
They can't say no if we say
Oh,
we're on
no.
assignment for the
I mean-
peacekeepers.
Is it okay to
Shinigami
lie
is
like
a
that?
church. Is a church. Shinigami's a church. Shinigami is a ghost, but she gets really scared about ghost stories and or horror stories in general. Even though she's a ghost herself, like, I don't know why. And despite being, like, afraid of ghost stories and horror stories, bro kills people for a living, and she's not even fazed by that. And I'm like, what's the difference?
Whether it's okay or not is secondary. Our priority is to solve the case. In order to achieve that, deception is at times required. Now, let us educate those who are here that their true savior isn't beyond the rain clouds.
I feel like your favorite character would be Halara.
What is it you wanted to speak about?
I've already spoken to the peacekeepers a bunch of times. How many times do I gotta say it?
Hasn't the culprit already been arrested?
Well, I don't mind. I have time to talk.
Which one of these people... There's actually two of them. Which two of them do you think are the killers? Why is it so damn awkward?
How long are you going to stand around like some tombstone? Our time is short. Why do you think we've gathered them here?
Oh, yeah. We have to question them, right?
It's your move. Play your card.
Do I really have to do this? I guess Halara seems intent on being the assistant.
In my opinion, it'd go much faster if Halara did this, Master.
It would, but you have to be a detective yourself, Yuma. So in this case, Yuma has amnesia, and because he has amnesia, he has a letter that basically says that he's a detective in training. That does not mean he is a proper master detective just yet, but he's going to become one as he eventually tries and figures out the mystery by himself. And the red one, no!
But I
Leave
have
him
to do
alone,
it.
he's too fat
No
to do
point
this.
in wasting time thinking about it.
Time for an investigation.
Our time is short. Why do you think we've gathered them here?
You'll speak to them all eventually anyway. Just talk to them one by one.
I get distracted.
I'm sure.
This fox must be the church's symbol.
Come on.
And otherwise, fine atmosphere spoiled by a lame-ass fox. A gargoyle would really tie the place together. Oh yeah, I was like, isn't there like a, there is. There's a collectible here. Ooh, it's video. I'm glad I remembered because I was like, I'm pretty sure there was a memory shard here. What else is there to look at?
I'm sure.
Come on.
Okay, that's the same dialogue. I think we can look at the back here. There should be... Oh, I guess not. Is this interactable? No. I think it's just the stones that are interactable. But we can't leave the church, so let's go to investigating. That guy first.
And you are...
What? What do you mean? They're innocent. They can't murder anyone.
I do the odd jobs like cleaning around the church. I also care for the forest.
Do you know anything about the Nailman?
I often patrol the woods, but I'm usually asleep at night. When morning comes around, there are dolls nailed to the trees. It's tough to clean all of them up. I've never seen the Nailman himself, but I've seen people enter the forest plenty of times.
Have you ever talked to them?
Stop! Why are you suspicious of Red Hood?
I have, but they typically run away.
He's
Some get
always like
surprised
that.
and leave their nails and doll behind. I chase after them to give them back their dolls, but I'm never fast enough. They always get away.
See? Dude is too slow because of his fat ass. He can't
That
do
makes
shit.
sense with a body like that.
I understand. Thank you very much. Well?
Who do you think the culprit might be? I have no idea. Maybe it's someone who comes to the forest? At the very least, I think they came to see the dolls. That could be it. Maybe you could look around at night too. He's looking so sad. Priest next.
Are you the priest of this church?
That's right. My family has served this church for many generations. Though I only became a man of the cloth in recent years, the blood of martyrs spanning centuries dwells within me. Thus, my existence is but a piece of the eternal prayers offered.
You'll see that the
That
right guy
is my
has
mission.
an alibi.
As the divine has guided me to do.
I don't get why, but he sure seems proud to be a priest.
Do you know about the Nailman?
Of course. I have no idea how that rumor spread around. Perhaps it was even started by a wish made by those seeking salvation, which created the fantasy of the Nailman.
Salvation? The people of this city must be crazy if they look to the Nailman for salvation.
I just like that Halara's there, chilling in the back. She's not even staring at Yuma, she's just staring up into space. Oh no, oops, I meant they. They're just staring into space.
Hey, that
What
actually
makes you
sounds
think
kind of
it's
cool.
this guy?
I know how they feel. I want to tie you up and go to a world where it's just you and me, Master.
Isn't it basically already like that?
That's his job.
Well?
Do you have any information about the true identity of the Nailman?
No.
No, I have no idea. And I don't care to dwell on how a fellow citizen could do such a thing.
How troubling.
Perhaps it was in fact the work of a monster. Thank you.
You are...
What do you mean, freaky, huh? You are.
What are you, blind? I'm a nun, obviously. You got some nerve, calling me here out of nowhere. Do you know how busy I am with choir practice? I'll kill your ass in the name of God.
Sorry.
She's the type my master has trouble with.
I'll have you know, My dad is a higher up at Amaterasu Corporation. I don't care if you're on a mission from the Peacekeepers. If you piss me off, Papa will make you regret it.
Right. I'd just like to ask some questions. I'll keep it quick. Do you know anything about this nail man?
You mean the guy nailing up dolls? Well, I have seen someone going into the forest late at night. Whenever I've gone into the forest,
No, leave the animals
usually
alone.
find dolls nailed
Stop
to the trees.
being. I don't know the word for it, but don't abuse animals. No, abusing animals, no good.
The dolls have names written in what looks like blood. It's creepy as hell, really. In other words, it's totally metal.
Bro really likes it, huh?
I see. By the way, what happened to your right hand? Did you get hurt?
Hey, don't stare. It's nothing. I went a little overboard while practicing an instrument.
Instrument?
I'm working on this new thing I call death metal choir. I was messing around on the bass and, well, you know.
Bro accidentally hurt her arm just by playing the bass. That's funny.
Is that your dominant hand?
What kind of question is that? You want to die or something?
It's obvious that's her dominant hand.
Oh,
she's left-handed.
It is her dominant hand. I'm sure of it.
I see.
I thought she would actually pick a boat with a red guy for stepping in like that. Excuse me, do you have any idea who the mailman might be? Hell if I know. Maybe it's some hitman. Hitman.
Huh?
Huh? You got a problem? Want me to take this up with Papa?
Sorry. Excuse me, but you are...
Lamau! Well, she can if she's just honestly in a pickle right now. I don't know, bro. I believe in her. I believe it's possible that you can go full on out, like, playing and strumming your guitar, and then also, like, ow! My arm! I twisted it so badly, now I can't play.
Do you even have to ask? You know who I am.
Yes! I don't know.
No,
Maybe
I
it's
think
possible to
today is
actually
the
break
first
your
time we've
arm off
met.
while, like, doing that. Or maybe she just fell from a big tall height and broke her hand.
What?
No, I'm
You're
a good
investigating the
detective.
mailman, and you don't know who I am?
I'm a very good detective.
What's that supposed to mean?
This must be the clergy member on the report who was the first to find the body.
Yeah, that's right. I was the first on the scene.
Why? You
Right,
think
it
you're
was on the
better?
report. I'm
You
impressed
just keep
Halara
on
was able to
throwing
realize it so quickly.
here and there that this is the culprit, this is the other culprit. Oh, like, you don't even have good evidence.
I've been attending every day since I was first baptized here as a child. That's how pious I am. But I don't work here, so it's not like I'm a clergy member.
Maybe she just
I just
accidentally
love
fell
mystical
off.
places like this. There's an otherworldly feeling to it, you know? I love researching this type of stuff, which is why I've been keeping an eye on Nailman activity for a while now.
Does this make sense why he feels excited? Good. Now learn from this, you butts.
So, you know a lot about the Nailman.
That's an understatement. In fact, you could say I'm an expert in Nailman research.
In that case, what do you think about the clock tower murder? Though it seems the suspect has already been arrested.
I think he was framed.
You do? Then who do you think the real killer is?
The real Nailman, obviously. The Peacekeepers are making a big mistake. Listen, the Nailman exists.
the Nail Man is summoned through a ritual and commits murder based on a sacrificial doll.
That's impossible.
Yeah, I get it. You probably want proof. In that case, look for a doll in the forest. You'll find a nailed doll with a name tag for the Dark Ceremony.
Funny enough, we don't actually go to the back of the forest, because, I don't know, we just can't seem to go there.
Whoever's name is on it is the Nail Man's next target.
This one's just
follow
delusional.
someone in town with the same
I
name.
mean,
If you're
kinda.
lucky, you might have a run-in with the Nail Man. Unfortunately, I wasn't so lucky. I've missed him by just a hair 4 times already.
I see. So you can guess the next victim based on each doll's name tag.
I was so close at the clock tower, too. I found someone whose name matched a name tag and figured out she was heading to the clock tower. I called the peacekeepers and entered the clock tower, but I was too late.
Now I wonder, why was the woman, like, gone to the clock tower in the first place? But that never got explained why the victim was, like, there. It's just more or less like, oh, look, dead body report, and actual death and stuff like that. Oh my goodness gracious. Shut up! Shut up, you don't know anything!
Damn it! If only I'd acted sooner. I was so close to meeting the Nail Man.
Guess he just wants to meet the Nail Man and doesn't care about preventing the murders. So he's an occult enthusiast? Seems like a huge weirdo.
Basically, he's a weirdo.
I've talked to everyone. Halara, is there anything you'd like to ask them?
Only end your turn once you've secured a shot at victory.
They're good at their advice,
Does that
I guess.
mean I should gather more information?
I guess so.
What else should I ask about? There have been several Nailman cases in the past, right? Does anyone know anything about past cases?
You know a lot about these things, right?
Yeah, you can ask me anything about the Nail Man, including all past cases, obviously.
No, they will not kill me. I fear that I'm an outsider and people do not know my name. And they shall leave me alone because I am an innocent bystander.
I was the first to find the body every time.
Huh? Every time?
There's no reason to look surprised. I already told you how I did it. I find dolls with name tags in the forest. Then, I look for whoever's supposed to be the next victim. But every time I find a victim, they're already dead.
Being the first on scene each time sounds super suspicious.
You think I'm suspicious, don't you?
Oh.
I suppose the first person on the scene can always lie. You think I'm suspicious, don't you? I suppose you would. Lie and say they discovered the body in a locked room. But the thing is, I've never been alone when I've discovered a body. All of the crime scenes had no way in or out, so I'd open them with someone nearby, or by asking the peacekeepers.
So the body's discovery was never done alone. If that's true, then all the rooms really were locked.
Master, why don't you ask for more details about past cases for now?
Can you tell me more about each case?
There have been 3 Nailman cases in the past 6 months, excluding the one at the clock tower. The first happened 6 months ago at a secret club in Kamasaki district. It's essentially a members-only casino. The victim owned the place. At the time, the Nailman was just a name you'd sometimes hear about in urban legends. But I had a personal interest in the Nailman, so I started researching him. And then it happened. I came across another murder while investigating a name tag I'd found in the forest. I knew then that it had to be the Nailman.
And that crime scene was also within a locked room?
Yeah. all of the Nailman crime scenes have common characteristics. There's always a corpse and doll coated in nails, and also the murderer leaves no trace behind. Isn't that bizarre? See why I'm so interested in the Nailman?
I totally get it.
Don't empathize with him.
The secret club was the first locked room mystery. As for the second, it was at a mansion in the residential area near Ginma district. About 3
What
months
if the
ago,
Nailman is just a
the
Bart
owner of the
Slender
mansion
Man?
was murdered in the building's study.
Nah. I mean, I know that Slenderman is also just like a creepypasta and a rumor and a horror story at that, but I'm being honest, if people were to describe the Nailman as Slenderman, they would have already talked about their appearance. But no one has seen the Nailman before. But the people are already aware that this guy does kill his victims and that they do pin him to somewhere. Yep.
The crime scene again took place in a locked room with a corpse and doll covered in nails inside. Considering all this, there's no doubt it was committed by the Nailman. By then, I knew the legendary Nailman had descended upon Kanai Ward. The third locked room mystery occurred a month ago. A woman was killed in an art gallery storage in Ginma district. It also featured a body and a doll covered in nails in a completely locked room. And today, the fourth locked room mystery happened at the clock tower. That's every single Nailman case. At least, for now. I'm sure the Nailman will continue on. He will enact revenge for the people of Kanai Ward.
Uh-huh. That reminds me, is there any information about the dolls used in the Nailman ceremonies? I know a few have been found at the crime scenes, too.
You find that stuff in any doll shop.
Doll shop?
Huh? You haven't seen one? What are you, a foreigner or something? Around here, all the craft shops have been selling fancy dolls for a long time. They were mostly souvenirs for tourists, but that industry is long gone now. Some places still sell them at steep discounts just to get rid of their stock. If you know where to look, you'll see mountains of illegally discarded dolls all over the place.
I see. So they aren't much of a clue given how easy they are to obtain. Has anyone noticed strange things happening near the church lately?
Wow, what a vague question.
Oh, now that you mention it...
What is it? Please, any small detail will help.
Something strange was burning in the incinerator earlier.
What do you mean by strange?
Like... I thought it was a rope, but all I can say is it looked strange.
Can you try drawing what it looked like? It does look like some sort of bizarre rope.
It's like a centipede with legs missing from one side. Looks delicious.
I was worried that it wasn't supposed to be burned, so I tried to take it out. But I was too late. It was completely incinerated. I asked around to see if anyone knew about it, but everyone claimed they hadn't thrown away anything like it. The incinerator is surrounded by a locked fence. Only clergy can access it.
So, no one here recognized it?
I don't even work here in the first place.
Only clergy can access the incinerator, but no one claims to have thrown it away.
I don't know if this has anything to do with the case, but something's fishy.
Can Robin actually use his brain cells to comprehend what is this thing? Hee hee, hee hee. Almost finished.
A watchmaker was arrested earlier. He's suspected of being involved in the Nailman incident. Does anyone know anything about him?
A watchmaker? You mean G.A. Colin? I've asked him to fix the church clock several times. To think that he's the Nailman.
Well, it hasn't been proven that he's the culprit yet.
Oh, I see. But if it were him, no one would blame him.
What do you mean?
This city has completely changed. Everyone is seeking salvation in some way.
You mean the Nailman is what the people...
The Nailman was born out of our situation.
Actually want it?
Many would certainly deny it, but the nailed dolls continue to appear in our forest.
Bro, can you actually pay attention for once?
If the Nailman acts as their agent, then they are also the Nailman. And that's how I see it. What do you think?
It's true. The Nailman could be seen as a savior to some people. After all, he kills the people you want dead for you. I mean, the victim had it coming for doing something worth getting killed over, right?
You're not sorry at all. You keep getting distracted.
I think I've asked about everything I wanted to find out.
Looks like time is almost up. Let's get going.
Was that okay?
Yes. It was
If you pay
nice.
attention, you will
Thank
know.
you for your cooperation. You should study their faces well. They may end up being accused of the murders.
Huh?
You need to remember every face, so you can spot them even if they flee through a crowd.
Wait! Do you mean the actual culprit
You
is
just have to
one of
remember
them?
the clues.
Perhaps. There's not enough information yet to act on.
I think you'll do
We
just
have no
fine.
time to waste. Let's investigate the other crime scenes. Best not to scramble what little gray matter rests in your head. So let's examine the crime scenes chronologically.
Okay. Well, the first murder occurred at... It's the secret club in the Kamasaki district, right?
Correct. Let's hurry. I won't allow time to be wasted.
Oh, this tree is big and majestic and all, but there's something unsettling about it.
That's true.
I think it's because of how twisted and distorted it is. The lights illuminate the road to the church. There is an ephemerality to it, like it could fade at any moment.
Well,
This place would be perfect for a spooky dare.
Halara? I've been thinking. The first incident was 6 months ago, right? If we go to the crime scene now, there's nothing left to investigate.
You think it will be a waste of time? There's no need to worry about that.
So, you have a plan then?
What? You're working with Halara Nightmare. What more could you possibly ask for? Now, Let's be swift.
Huh? Right.
I don't really get it, but talk about confidence.
They have a lot of confidence, and that's why I really, really like
Where's the
Halara.
secret club?
I know where it is. We passed by it a few times already.
It's supposed to be a secret, so maybe it's in a spot that doesn't stand out?
I think I'm going the wrong way. No, 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 no. This is the right way.
This appears to be the crime scene, but it's sealed off. They've left it like this for 6 months?
No doubt they've shirked their obligation to clean up. I suspect the peacekeepers are lazy to a fault.
They're awfully straightforward.
It's open. Let's go inside.
Girl boss. Yeah, they're slaying. But they're non-binary. So maybe they're not
Peacekeepers may
considered
be
as
sloppy,
girl boss.
but even they wouldn't leave the crime
They're
scene
envy
completely
boss.
untouched. The body was probably found around here. The victim's name is Sugima Iho, an old man who owned this place. His reputation left much to be desired. This place was an illegal casino operating at obscene rates. Even the cheating was rampant.
You sure know a lot about it.
Just
When
keep
did
in
you-
mind that they are non-binary.
I told you, I gathered my own intel while waiting at the cafe. The real interesting note is that this crime scene also had no way in or out.
OMG, that is so true. They are a boss.
At the time of discovery, the door was locked from the inside.
There aren't any windows either, which is expected given that it's underground. There are air vents, but they have secure covers barring entry. Besides, no one's able to reach that high up.
No windows. The only way in and out is the door that was locked from the inside. It's a locked room mystery. Locked room mystery.
Halara is the non-binary person.
But there's not much more to investigate. We don't know what state the body was in at the time of discovery.
I told you not to worry. The conditions have all been met.
Conditions?
Don't tell me you've forgotten I'm a master detective.
Oh, your forte!
Yeah, you even forgot that fortes exist for master detectives.
My forte is post-cognition, the power to see the past. However, it can only be used at murder scenes. To be precise, I can only see how the crime scene appeared at the time it was first discovered. Another way to describe it would be as crime scene limited psychometry, if that's easier to understand.
OMG, I get it. Yeah, she kind of does look like Whisper. You know what? Funny enough, I do miss playing Yokai Watch, but the downside to it is like I was looking at Yokai Watch 3, because that's the only Yokai Watch game I didn't touch when it first released. And when I looked into it, they're selling it for like around $800, $900. Or $1,000 because it's that rare. And I'm like, oh, come on. Why is it that expensive just to play a game? I just want to play Yokai Watch 3. Why is it so expensive? But, I think they're expensive anyways because they're, sold by scalpers. And I'm also like, oh, man. I've only seen the anime. Okay. I've seen... Yeah, same here. I've seen the anime a few times. Yeah. It's really expensive! Because they don't sell the copies, copies of the game. Reason why is because Yokai Watch fell off in like in the West. But it's still ongoing. It's still really popular in Japan. But it makes me really sad that Yokai Watch isn't able to pop off. Only reason why Yokai Watch didn't really pop off was because like people understood that like yeah, that this is a Pokemon ripoff. And I'm like, well, yeah, the mechanics are kind of like Pokemon, but in a sense, the game mechanics are a bit more different to how Pokemon is. Yokai are everywhere, causing you problems messing up your hair. They'll trip you up, give you a flat tire. Okay, anyways.
That's amazing! It's like the perfect forte for a detective!
Yeah. I mean, Pokemon are also based off of yokai, but it's not every single Pokemon that are based off of yokai, I don't think. They're also based, they're like, some of them are mixed inspirations from other media as well. True. Pokemon are much more different. Like, some of them are, like, based off of yokai, but I think the difference is that with Pokemon, they're, like, monsters, but, like, they're charming in their own way, and people like the designs of Pokemon more. Like, some are cute, some are cool, some are, weird. I think, yeah, it's just, people really like the designs of Pokemon more than yokai. I think that's personally my opinion, though.
My power allows me to see the moment the first witness saw the crime scene. Not the culprit, not the victim, but how it appeared when a third party first entered. The memory or perception of the witness does not affect my postcognition. What I see is what actually was there. When it comes to my power, the witness is not a camera or a recording device, but rather a trigger. Perhaps the best way to think of it is like a bookmark stuck between the pages of when the body was found.
I haven't seen Digimon. Like, I've watched, like, a bit of Digimon anime, but not as much as Pokemon, unfortunately. And still, to be honest, I'm still really not interested in Digimon because I'm like, Pokemon is just right there and I prefer Pokemon more. True, it could have been, but at the same time, like, it would have been, like, still be very competitive against Pokemon. And we all know that Pokemon has been here for a long time, so... Like how Digimon was caused, it kind of is, but I don't really see a lot of people talk about Digimon nowadays. Most of the time it's just like I see a lot of Pokemon, really. Yeah.
Well, there's no point in wasting more time explaining. Let's have a look.
We're getting so distracted
sure
and that we're... This is so off topic to the game. Like, come on. We should try and focus. Focus!
Similar to the Mystery Labyrinth, where I recreate the crime scene in your mind. But now it's done in the real world. Although, it is limited to both the crime scene and the moment of first discovery.
But still, it's amazing.
On the other hand, my master's got nothing. Why is life so unfair? Now I'm angry. Master, can I nibble on your heart to help cheer me up?
Of course not.
Okay, Halara's forte, but for now... well, there's nothing we can do but approach Halara.
What?
I'm investigating. Don't interfere. Look around the scene in the real world until I'm done using my postcognition. Oh. Alright. Oh, okay.
Postcognition. I wonder what it's like. All I can do is wait for the report.
Well, do I have some good news for you.
Let's go gambling! Let's go gambling! Aw, dang it! Aw, dang it!
What is it this time?
Master, try to remember. Did you feel anything back on the Amaterasu Express? You know, when the other master detectives used their powers?
This sensation. Somehow, it feels like I can hear what Poochie hears. Right. I can sense whenever a master detective uses their power.
Yes, that's it! Maybe your coalescence will work now.
Coalescence?
Simply put, it's the ability to share someone else's power. On the train, you only felt the resonance of other people's fortes, but its true function is to share their powers.
Wait, then that means I can also see the scene in the past with Halara? That's amazing! Is this your ability, Shinigami?
Something like that. But there are conditions for it to activate. You must kiss someone to share their ability.
What? Kiss Halara?
Funny.
Ha! I lied. Why did you blush?
He's so
Did you
flustered,
really
he's
want
so
to?
cute.
You still don't know if Halara's a boy or a girl.
Oh, quit messing around and tell me how it works.
You need permission from the person sharing the ability first. Then, you must hold hands while the ability is active. That's it.
Okay, I can do that.
We really can't investigate in the real world? Not even this body? Alright, sure, whatever. Halara! Oh, Halara!
Halara. Halara?
I need you to be quiet. I'm concentrating.
Sorry, but there's something I want to ask.
He's explaining everything that happened in the Amaterasu Express and his
Coalescence.
ability.
Hold hands. You and me.
I think it will cost an extra fee to hold their hands.
Yes, that way I'll be able to see the past too. I think.
My sources made no mention of such an ability. In fact, you're just a trainee.
Yeah, but I just remembered I had it. Anyway, we don't have much time. Let's try it.
I have no intention of getting friendly with you.
Oh, it's not like that.
I despise you.
Bruh!
Huh?
Just the thought of holding your hand makes my skin crawl.
I didn't know you hated me so much.
Oh my goodness. The ghost #lied. Yeah, she did. I guess the stream takes a while. Stop! Stop! No. I don't hate you. I love you, baby bro. I love you, baby bro. Do not hate me, please.
Let me be clear. I don't just hate you in particular. I despise all of humanity equally. I don't trust anyone, except the dead.
Edgy.
I had a feeling. Halara must be a demon straight from hell.
Then why did you choose to help me with the investigation?
As I told you in the beginning, I always work sincerely for the payment I receive.
I was about to say, they only work for the money.
As long as you promise payment, I will promise my utmost efforts as a professional.
Then please, hold my hand. It's necessary for the investigation. You can add this to my bill if you want. You'll agree then, right?
Yeah. Anything for money, they'll accept.
Fine. If it's what I must do as a detective, then I have no choice but to agree.
See? I knew you would like Halara.
can see it. Everything looks different than a moment ago. Incredible. So this is post-cognition.
Can you really see it? So your coalescence is real. I didn't expect you to already have your own forte. Well, this does save me the trouble of reporting it back to you, but it's quite inconvenient to keep our hands joined. Very well. Go ahead and lead the investigation.
Me?
If you can see what I see, that would be for the best. I'm only acting as your assistant, after all. This is quite the bizarre crime scene, but unusual crime scenes are expected when you work for the WDO. Now, let's see what you're capable of.
I think I got what? Okay. Oh. There you go. There's a roulette table. It probably hasn't been used since the incident, as it's covered in dust. There doesn't appear to be any clues on top of the roulette table. There's nothing underneath either. We should check someplace else. Right, let's do that. Oops. Was this moved during the incident? As far as I can tell, it doesn't seem to be related to the case.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's check another place. There's a dull nail to the roulette table too.
I see.
There's also a dull nail here, right in the middle of the roulette wheel. The dull itself seems to be the same as the others. There doesn't seem to be anything noteworthy. That is in... Oops. I keep on pressing the ZL button. That's in and of itself sufficient knowledge. Let's check someplace else.
What a rich fragrance! How about a taste, Master?
She had her snack.
What does that mean?
When the body was discovered, the door was locked from the inside. There's no way into or out of the room.
In other words, it's a locked room mystery!
Locked room
mystery! Things are heating up!
The chairs are lined up neatly. Did someone rearrange the chairs after the incident?
Well,
either the peacekeepers did or the staff here did. Either way, it's not something to worry about. True, I'll check someplace else. Okay, that's mostly it. Oops. I need to stop pressing the ZL button, bro.
The lock is broken. Maybe someone broke it and forced their way in, like at the clock tower. But from the looks of it, there's no sign of the lock or door being tampered with.
The chair is knocked over. Could this be evidence of a struggle between the victim and the culprit? I don't know about that. The culprit could have knocked it over on purpose to throw off the... I don't know about that. The culprit could have knocked it over on purpose to throw off the investigation. There's not much we can get from it other than the fact that it's knocked over. Let's check somewhere else. Right. We're in LeBlanc, but LeBlanc, at the moment, it's pretty, well, you know. a casino. It's a casino! It's not really LeBlanc, but there's a bar. And it's not like they can sell curry either, so... There's a glass on the counter. It has a thin layer of dust, so it could have been there since the incident. A key was in the glass at the time the body was discovered. If you want to investigate, we should use post-cognition. Right, got it.
Oh, there's a key in the glass. Is it the key to the room?
The casino!
Seems like it.
It sounds really nice, huh? That sounds really nice.
By the way, being an illegal casino, the security was extremely tight. There's only one master key. It's also a special key that can't be duplicated.
If it was thrown in from outside the vent, it wouldn't be inside the glass.
So this is definitely another locked room mystery! Hooray! I'm so glad I...
Sorry, I skipped.
Yeah.
This slot machine is spotless. Looks like it was well taken care of. There's nothing here of interest.
Yeah.
Seems that way. Let's check someplace else. Right. There's a slot machine here. It's been untouched for a while, so it's covered in dust. As far as I can tell, there are no traces that could be related to the crime.
Well,
if you're curious about the scene at the time of the discovery of the corpse, okay, yeah. Right, I'll give it a try. It's cool, but I believe. How are you doing here, Halara?
I have to say, post-cognition is amazing. You can see the exact crime scene the moment the body was first discovered. Were you born with this power?
my forte is no ordinary superpower. It is a highly refined technique heightened through training.
So you weren't able to use it in the beginning?
I could, but initially, it was just ordinary psychometry. Since I was young, I would often get sudden glimpses of the past, as if I was experiencing a flashback. After a while, touching people or objects resulted in visions flowing through my mind. I only learned it was a form of psychometry after growing older. In the WDO, simply having psychometry as a trainee grants you preferential treatment. But I was not satisfied. I believed I could use this ability more effectively as a detective. And through painstaking effort and training, I gained this ability in 3 days.
3 days?
As I told you earlier, this ability can only see when a corpse is first discovered. It can't be used from the culprit or victim's viewpoint. It is only when a third party first witnesses a crime scene. There are conditions for my post-cognition to activate. First, I must be standing at the crime scene. This condition is absolutely required. I must also know the victim's name and face. That's why prior research is crucial. Lastly, post-cognition is only effective in a 10-meter radius around the body. At this time, I can only see the crime scene and the victim. I can't see any living things that were at the scene.
So if someone was hiding in the room, you wouldn't be able to see them?
No. My ability isn't so good at detecting people.
Still, this is incredibly effective in investigating murder cases.
Feel free to summon me whenever you need my help. Of course, I don't work for cheap.
You're not gonna change your mind on that, I guess.
Anyways, last thing. There's a vent here. The four corners of the covers are screwed down, so I don't think it will open. I doubt the cover can be opened when it's like this.
But
It's too early to conclude there's no useful information. Compare it with precognition, post-cognition.
Body. I see a body.
Halara's based in awesome.
The murder scene through Halara's eyes is completely silent. There are dolls nailed to the walls and floor, and a corpse pinned down with nails in a similar fashion. This all feels like a dream. It doesn't seem real. There are abnormal decorations all around the crime scene. And it's so quiet.
I knew it.
Sure enough, the secret club has dolls nailed to the wall too.
yeah,
That must be the Nailman's calling card. They're nailed into the wall seemingly at random, facing all directions. I can't find a pattern. There's nothing that can be connected to the culprit. Let's try checking someplace else.
It's a man's corpse. He's probably around 60 years old. His body is pinned against the wall with countless nails. There isn't much bleeding, so the nails must have been hammered in after he died.
You're starting to get the hang of this. Not too shabby.
Oh, there are marks on him, signs that he was strangled. The vertical scratch marks were probably made when he resisted.
the most basic of basic observations. Well, at least you noticed.
That's thanks to everything I taught you at the clock tower. Such a...
This situation is identical to the murder at the clock tower.
The culprit first strangled the victim to death, and then decorated the room afterward.
But why? Hey, this vent. The cover is in place, but it hasn't been screwed on. Which means it could be easily removed, right?
What are you doing? You can't touch what you see in post-cognition, even if you happen to be 3 meters tall.
Oh, I see. But I think this will be an important clue. The vent is about 40 by 30 centimeters. A thin adult could probably pass through.
By the way, Yuma, did you notice the nail below the vent?
Below the vent? Huh, some of the nails are bent downward. Maybe they were hammered in a hurry.
Or perhaps there's another reason.
Another reason? I think that's about it.
I think I checked what I can't hear.
That should do it. There isn't much else to investigate. I've never experienced this before, but it's surprisingly convenient to be able to share my post-cognition. It's exhausting to explain what I see to a client.
Really?
People do not believe what they cannot see. I have often been called a liar.
I suppose fortes aren't always convenient.
We still have locked room mysteries to examine. The second incident was at the mansion near Gima District. I have an idea of where to go. Let's hurry there.
You're spelling Yuma wrong! It's Y-U-M-A! Spell it right, you dipshit! Yes, better. Whatever. Fuck you. Halara's not with
The
us.
building
Oh,
we're heading
she
to is
Oh,
access the
they're-
Gima district.
They are. Oops.
Let's hurry there.
You can't swear in chat. Stop! 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 I didn't mean to. Oh wow! It's they that. Shut up! I know. I accidentally used the wrong pronouns. Shut up!
Not this way.
Oh, this is to the clock tower. Oops. I don't know where I'm going. That way's to Etheria Academy. Wait, no. We haven't gone this way. Maybe it's through this way. We had to take a bus to go to Etheria Academy.
Not this way.
Shit! Never mind! What the hell? I'm trying to remember the paths, man. Could you shut the hell up? I haven't explored Yima District a lot. I think this might be it. There you go. Took me a while. Shut up!
Oh,
fancy neighborhoods sure have a lot of amenities.
But
is there any need for fire hydrants, given the constant rain? Who knows? But something might explode. Better to be safe and soundy. It's safe than sorry. Oh, there's a quest we can do. My house is so big, I just can't keep it clean. Should I hire another housekeeper? Look at Mr. Moneybags. I wonder if I should hunt him. Huh? You can hunt other people other than me?
Ow,
You're such an idiot, Master. You're not going to stop me. You're not going to stop me? I would go hunt someone else. All the mansions look so ritzy. Master, I bet you'll never have the chance to set foot inside those kind of places.
No.
Yeah, I know. Please don't remind me. Help. There's a quest here, too. That person. What's wrong, Master? Doesn't she look a bit uneasy? Like she might fall over at any moment?
Come on.
You really can't help yourself when it comes to the ladies, can you? It isn't like that. Excuse me, is something wrong? You seem upset. Huh? Who are you? I'm kind of a detective. In training? A detective, I see.
Well?
So, is something wrong? Well, actually, I ran away from my home. I'm at a loss about what to do next. Oh. This smells like a case. Let's hear her out, Master.
Yeah.
Yeah, you might be right. I should avoid getting involved, but I want to be able to sleep at night if I just left it alone.
Well?
Could you give me some more details? Well, I'm the daughter of a merchant who does business throughout the Kanai ward. Due to family circumstances, it was decided that I would have an arranged marriage. Thinking of what's best for my family, I should accept the proposal. But my suitor is an awful person.
Oh no.
I heard it with my own ears. He said he was only using my father.
Huh?
Huh? Then why not talk to your father about it? There's nothing I can do without proof. Besides, my father was very keen on him. When I told my father I didn't want to get married, he yelled at me and said I shouldn't cause trouble.
I see.
So that's why you ran away from home.
Aww.
Aw, how lame. Let's get out of here.
No.
We can't do that. Having to marry an evil man sounds terrible.
Right.
Leaving home has given me some time to think. I want to try and talk to my father. But if I went back now, I don't think we could have a civil conversation. I'm terribly sorry to ask, but could you take this letter to my father for me? I'll reward you for your trouble.
Say,
Does this chick think detectives are errand boys? We can't just leave her like this. That's my master, sipping over every woman he meets and making their wishes come true. Oh, this is definitely England. Oh, can't believe simping is actually in a game. It's not like that. Okay, I'll help you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. My father should be in front of Kanai Station around now.
hey,
It'd be a good idea to ask what he looks like, right? The station is a busy place after all.
That's true.
What exactly does your father look like?
Well,
He should be wearing a suit, navy blue from head to toe. Well, they kinda did when they said it at the gates. I'll show it again. He should be wearing a suit, navy blue from head to toe. It's his favorite.
I see.
I see, thank you. Paired with his devil.
aww.
Aw, it's ritzy.
No.
Kinda sounds close to Riz, but no. My father wears a suit navy blue from head to toe. Given the time, I think he should be in front of Kanai Station. I'm truly grateful for your assistance. Let's go to Kanai Station. No, they don't. They don't say Riz, they don't say Sigma. It's just only simping and then something else. Also, if you go over here, you can make a Phoenix Wright reference. Is this a ladder or is this a step ladder?
This is...
Come on.
I know, I'm not that dumb. It should be these guys here.
Oh!
A complete navy blue suit. Could this be the merchant girl's father? Is the man with him the client's suitor? I bet he is. He even looks evil.
No.
We can't tell just from appearances. Anyway, let's try talking with them. Excuse me.
Uh-huh.
Who are you?
Yeah.
If you don't mind, we're in the middle of an important conversation. I have a letter for you from your daughter.
What?
What did you say? You know my daughter's whereabouts.
Well?
Yes, but would you please read the letter first?
Nah.
You're not actually listening to this guy, are you, sir? I'll see for myself. This is without a doubt her handwriting.
Oh no.
There must be some kind of mistake. I would never mistake my daughter's handwriting.
Well,
I'm afraid that if what's written here is true, this marriage cannot be allowed to continue. Ugh, and I almost got away with it too. Huh? He's not even trying to hide it. He sounds like some kind of second-rate cartoon villain. No point in playing pretend anymore. A scam's over the moment that you start to doubt you. Later, chumps. Hey, wait! There's no need to pull away.
thanks a lot.
Thank you for delivering this letter.
No.
It was nothing. I'll try talking to my daughter. Allow me to properly thank you another day.
Yes.
Sure.
For now.
Let's go report to the client.
And that's what
I don't
happened.
think you'll have to worry about that arranged marriage anymore.
Thank goodness.
Really? Then my father actually believed me.
Thank you.
I think I'll go home now. Thank you so much for everything. I hope it goes well.
Well,
We did our part, so who cares about what happens next?
No.
We're involved now, so I like her to be happy. Oh, I get it. That's supposed to be the way of the simp. Why do you keep calling me that? She's back, see? See? She's here. I forget that I can also upgrade my profile. Which should be in abilities. It'd make my life more easier. I think for now, the reason why I don't want to continue Huh? Oh. I don't know. I never played Persona. I mean, I did watch Persona, but I barely remember the gameplay. I thought you were referencing, like, Persona 3, Persona 4, not Persona 5. I have to get this. I think the reason why I wanted to is, like... I mean, I can get another health, which isn't particularly bad. Oh, I'm like spinning one. So Vitality just upgrades it just upgrades your health, really. I think it'll be fine.
Ah.
This is Montclair Street, as you can see. It's a high-class residential neighborhood. You appear to be quite poor. You're kind of belong here.
Sorry.
come on.
What a dick! I hope the serial killer goes after him next. Oh, there's the mansion here. What if I don't wanna?
Yeah.
Seems like something's happened. My coworker just took off to investigate. You're not going? Even if I did, there's no point. It's best to just leave everything to Amaterasu Corp.
Hey!
Master, I never forgive you if you became... Master, I never forgive you if you became this boring. Can I look at the garbage? No. And then it goes back to being my district. Alright, there's not that much to do, but let's continue.
There's a large mansion beyond the gate over there. I wonder if that's the second crime scene.
That's probably it. Let's go inside.
It's closed, as expected.
Are you sure?
Bro, you guys just naturally small. Ow! Ooh. It's really big, but there's nothing else there.
Huh?
These weeds are getting out of control. Doesn't look like anybody's been taking care of this place.
Well,
Nobody likes to take care of that stuff since the incident. Anything else we can look at?
It looks like a haunted mansion.
I hope there aren't any ghosts around. I have a feeling they'll appear this time.
Yuma is 3 apples told.
He's a little guy.
I've been meaning to ask, but aren't you kind of a ghost yourself?
The incident occurred about 3 months ago. The victim was Ali Hohen, the owner of this mansion. He had no family and lived alone. The mansion is now empty and dilapidated. The crime scene is in the study near the back. Let's go. The Nailman killings had another common factor, besides the locked room. The first person to find the body was always the same person.
That worshiper from church? Do you suspect him too?
What he said did make sense. He's been obsessed with the Nailman and had access to the names of potential victims. It's not too surprising for him to be the first on the scene each time.
I guess I shouldn't assume things going into this.
That's right. It's down this hallway. The crime scene is in the room on the right side. There's little time. Let's head straight there.
Ha! Think you're partners now just because you held hands with my master? I'll have you know, Master and I are connected on a much...
Don't make it sound so suggestive.
While she's gone, while they're gone, I mean.
Say,
The owner's not around anymore, and there are a bunch just hanging around. And there are just a bunch just hanging around. Let's snatch one and sell it. I'm a detective, not a thief. Is there anything we can observe? Like, around here?
You know...
The doorknob is in rough shape. I guess it's because nobody's looking after the place anymore.
By the way...
Isn't it because Halara smashed it? I guess we can't rule that out. A sofa in a lobby. Who's it intended for?
Well,
it's probably just a status symbol, right? Can we go up here? Oh, we can. We can, but not really up there in particular. But I think that's all we can do at the main front. I just wanted to check it out.
Feels like a jump scare's coming up.
Where are you? Oh, she's just down there. Nothing's here. Guess we can move forward.
So this is the study where the crime took place.
Oh, it's open. I wonder if the lock was broken at the time of discovery here, too. There's nothing left here either. It's all
I'm
cleaned up.
sorry! I keep on calling the... Shut up!
I don't want to do it, but I
Shut
suppose
up!
I can share my post-cognition again here.
Shut up! I keep
Are
on
you sure?
accidentally mispronouncing them.
Don't make a big deal out of it. Just make it quick.
Papi!
Halara's hands are smaller and softer than I thought. Considering Halara's strength, I thought they would be bulkier.
Master, is holding hands all it takes to get you hot and heavy? You're making me sad.
No. Though I am curious, is Halara a man or a woman?
What's wrong? Is something bothering you?
Not at all. I guess it'd be pretty rude to ask now.
I don't know. There's me who's like... I'm like, I would have just asked anyways.
This is...
The door's in study. You left it open just in case. It's always good to be wary of sudden attacks. Never let your guard down. Right, got it.
I'll...
It's because of the teaching of yours truly! Sure, welcome, Master!
There is a vent, but it's too small for a person to fit through. And it's also screwed shut from the inside. It seems impossible to remove.
What's this now? Master, I discovered something! There are marks in the gap between the vents, like something scraped against it.
Really?
But given your height, you couldn't see it even if you stood on a chair.
Halara, can you use that chair to peek into the vent?
I will do so for 10,000 Yen.
You're charging me for it?
I jest.
Well, they did it anyways.
The marks in the vent seem to be left by strings rubbing against it. Did someone hitch a string to it or something? It shouldn't even be visible from your perspective. I'm surprised you noticed.
True. Bro is charging Yuma for everything Halara is doing. Yuma's gonna be broke as a joke by this.
Oh, it was just a hunch.
See? I told you I'm useful. I do way more than just float around.
Shut up! I can say the pronouns right.
You should give me 10,000 Yen as a reward.
I'm getting a headache.
Oh my god, poor Yuma. He's getting poor. I need to stop doing that. Oh my goodness.
The crime scene of the murder is vividly brought to life before us. It all happens in silence, as though awakening from an eternal slumber. But the corpse will never wake up again. Even if the corpse did awaken, the nails pinning him down would prevent him from rising. The door is the only entrance and exit to the room.
No! I'm poor! Leave me alone!
There are no windows and the vent is small. I don't see any escape routes from the locked room. Maybe the doll nailed to the wall holds the answer to this bizarre mystery.
The door here can only be locked with a key. However, there is only the master key. No spares exist. The scenario resembles the locked room mystery in the casino. We can disregard the possibility of a duplicate key.
I didn't even key Yuma.
The master key was found in this room at the time of discovery.
And to be honest, I would actually key Halara, but I don't think I have a lot of... But the only thing that I like... Okay, actually...
This is also similar to the locked room mystery in the secret club.
But there is one difference. The key was found underneath the corpse.
Under the corpse? But we can't move the corpse in the past, so we can't confirm if that's true.
Post-cognition isn't all-powerful, but it's a fact that the key was found under the corpse. I have a crime scene photo, taken back then, in my jacket pocket. No detail has slipped past my efforts.
Right.
It's a picture of a cat.
Huh? What's this?
Wait, not that one. I meant the other photo. This one's unrelated to the case.
They like cats.
Oh, this is it. You're right. The key's near the middle of his back.
Okay, so the reason why Halara does the Kaido pose is because that's the only way they can concentrate their powers into post-cognition, if that makes sense.
But can this photo be trusted? Could it be something that Peacekeepers fabricated?
The Peacekeepers acknowledged the incident occurred in a locked room. Besides, there's no need for fabrication.
They like kitties. I think it's very cute that they like kittens in the free time.
After all, it would be more convenient for them to have fewer mysteries to deal with.
That's true. Sorry for being doubtful.
No, that's expected of a detective. You're starting to figure out how to do your job.
Was that a compliment?
Is that really all it takes to please you?
Wow, Yuma immediately gets flustered so easily.
Also, I drew a sketch of the room's state on the back of that photo. Remember it well.
Yeah, okay. But why a sketch? How can it help solve the mystery? Also, what was with that cat photo anyway? That's surprisingly cute.
Halara's looking away. I love Halara. I bet they're embarrassed still. Well, we should be done. At least with the door.
It can't be. Yep, it's nothing.
All these books are lined up so neatly. They're covered in dust. Nobody's touched them for a long time. Meaning, they would help us with the case.
Yeah.
Even in the past, several books lined the shelf. I checked, but it doesn't seem like anything's different between them then and now.
I see.
In that case, it's probably not related to the case. I think I'm missing something in particular. I think this is the same dialogue.
Locked room mysteries aren't uncommon among all the unsolved cases the WDO deals with. My question to you is, why do you think culprits create these locked room mysteries?
Yuma is a loser. Yes, he is a loser. He's a pathetic soapy wet cat. I love him.
To make it look like the victims committed suicide?
Correct. By cutting the space off from the outside, the murder is made to look as if the victim killed himself. However, The culprit of the Nailman killings doesn't seem to care about making it appear that way. So why make it out to be a locked room mystery? I believe the reason lies in the mystical nature of the Nailman and how it bolsters the urban legend's legitimacy. It's locked for the sake of self-branding, making this a rather rare case.
I see.
Master, are you sure you get it?
I do. Maybe.
He's a little bit stupid.
There's only one doll nailed to the wall. Comparatively, there was a nearly obnoxious number of dolls nailed to the walls in the other crime scenes. Maybe there was no
He's slow
room
because
to
he
nail
has
to the
amnesia.
walls because of all the bookshelves in the way? Wait, this doll has both eyes gouged out. Did the culprit do this on purpose? This keeps getting more and more disturbing.
But it's kinda creepy cute. I wanna put one next to the top of a staircase so people can run into it at night.
Why would you want to do that?
You know, this doll seems made of cheaper materials compared to the other ones.
Hey, you're right. Like it's made of resin instead of porcelain. The texture looks cheap, but also more durable.
Too bad it doesn't have eyeballs.
The eye holes are connected to each other in the head cavity. It's like that darkness is staring into me. Huh? There's a mark on the edge of the eye holes near the nose. It looks like a string rubbed against it. How did this mark get here?
The number of dolls, how many methods the killer uses. Yeah, but that's kind of the whole point of the Nailman case, is that they make the crime scene look like that. Anyways, we should be done.
Oh!
Landscape paintings in extravagant frames are on display. All these paintings look incredibly expensive.
However,
They're counterfeits. Not a single one is genuine. Thank you. Hello. Doesn't look like there's anything relevant to the case here. Let's investigate elsewhere. It's a carefully organized bookshelf. Looks like all the novels belong to the same series. The Goen Saga.
yeah.
I believe the series has more than 150 volumes. Unfortunately, the author passed away. It's a shame the story never saw an ending.
Oh!
Two extraordinarily thick books are stacked on the desk. These books are in great condition. Aside from some dust, they look completely untouched.
Beats me.
You probably want them to seem knowledgeable. They haven't been moved for a while. They're probably not related to the case.
What does that mean?
There's an expensive-looking landscape painting, but it's still cool. I wonder why. Could this be related to the locked room?
It appears.
Doubtful. Doubtful. Judging by the marks on the wall, I'd say this painting was hung at an angle. The peacekeepers must have altered it by mistake during their investigation. How confusing.
Oh!
Several dolls have been nailed to the floor. After the clock tower and the secret glove, this makes 3. It doesn't make it any less creepy, though.
It's me.
Now's not the time to show fear. Investigate thoroughly and find the clues to solve this case. Right.
I see.
The dolls have nothing in common, and I don't see any unusual markings either.
It appears
it's nothing to do with these things. A series of books is arranged neatly on the shelf. There's no indication that the books have been moved. I don't think they're related to the case. I agree. Let's look somewhere else. You are being smart. You are being smart, but the scene will always still look the same either way or another. Except when we go to the art gallery. It'll be very different. It doesn't look like the books were... It doesn't look like the books were stacked when the body was found.
Well...
The peacekeepers must have stacked them. Good grief. What a bunch of amateurs. The placement seems to be the only thing that's changed. I don't think this will help with the case.
That's true.
There are fish in the tank. It doesn't seem like they've been cared for since the owner was killed. They're looking pretty bad. Inside the tank, some kind of secret passage?
Yeah.
Would be interesting. It doesn't appear to be related to the case.
Yeah.
It's a lamp. The light's on right now. Make sure to use purple lighting in addition to these kinds of lighting as eye strain may occur. Who are you talking to, Shinigami?
That's right.
There's a projector installed in the center of the bookcase. I'd like to take a look, but I can't reach it.
That's right.
Halara, can you please take a look around the projector?
Very well.
Sure, give me a moment. The projector is pretty dusty. It doesn't seem to have been used since before the incident. So it's probably got nothing to do with the case. The projector is installed in the center of the bookcase. It wasn't on when the corpse was found.
You'll never reach it, Master. I'll check it out for you.
Well, did you find anything unusual?
Nope, everything is extremely usual and unrelated to the case.
There is a huge tank here, but there aren't any fish inside. Living things can't be seen through close cognition. It doesn't have that ability.
Oh!
The lamp's light is pointed at the table. It probably wasn't turned on at that time. I didn't see anything suspicious. Doesn't seem like the lamp is related to the case. There's a switch for the projector on the desk. Looks like it was set to off when the corpse was found.
You seem more interested in chit-chatting than the crime scene. You need to focus on the job before you.
Oh, sorry. And the last thing.
That's true.
This is where the first witness found the body. The bloodstains are still here. Considering the amount of blood, the victim was probably killed here, right?
It appears.
It seems very likely.
cause of death here appears to be strangulation as well. And like the others, there are rope marks around the neck and traces of a struggle. Oh, but on a closer look, there's a mark left by a thin string on the back of his neck.
It couldn't have been the rope that was used to strangle him.
So it's like,
The thickness is
no!
completely different.
I just like to see if there's any more dialogue from Halara. Because, I don't know, I just like to see if there's anything I'm missing.
There are two different types of string marks on the body. Was he strangled twice? But even then, it'd be odd to only have marks behind his neck. And why do the strings have different thicknesses?
Anyway, it's an important piece of evidence.
The victim is a well-built man, approximately 30 years old. The corpse here is also covered in nails. His appendages and chest are all nailed to the floor.
The owner of this mansion made his fortune in real estate from an early age. But along with aggressive land sharking and other illicit transactions, he made shady deals with Amaterasu Corp. There are several reasons he'd be hated. A doll with his name on it was bound to be nailed in the church forest.
I wonder how the person who cursed him feels now that he's actually dead.
Perhaps they feel no responsibility. They just hopped on the urban legend bandwagon.
Is that really the case? Wait, this is odd.
Did you find something?
Look closely. The length of the nails driven into the corpse are all slightly different.
The length isn't the problem here. It's how hard they were hammered in.
What do you mean?
The nails driven into the lower torso went through the body and into the floor. But the nails in the upper torso did not penetrate all the way through the body.
But why would the culprit not hammer the nails in as hard on the upper body?
That's not the only unnatural thing. Take a look at the blood. The nail wounds on the lower torso appear to be bleeding sideways. But the upper torso wounds are bleeding vertically down toward his waist.
The blood flows differently between the upper and lower body?
Maybe the upper and lower torsos are different people, and they were smushed together after death.
That's disturbing.
Looks like there's
Has
nothing
an
left to
AAT
check.
for the investigation here.
You seem more interested in chit-chatting than you.
As I said, it's to follow the theming of the Nailman rumor. So they have to
Now
spread
we've
like
gathered enough
dolls
evidence.
and nails to
Though it appears
be
complicated
consistent
at
with the
first
theme.
glance, the answer is
Huh? Halara, did you already solve the locked room mystery?
what? You haven't?
There's no way to solve it with what we have. How was the room locked?
It's unfit for one detective to ask another that question. For the sake of your own pride, you must figure it out. Unless you'd like to hire me to do it for you. It won't come cheap.
I'll figure it out myself.
It's really all about the money with Halara.
Real.
The longer I'm with Halara, the deeper into debt I'll get. It's starting to scare me.
Now, let us be swift. Next up is our last crime scene.
But wait!
The next one is the art gallery in Gima district. We're running low on time, so we must hurry.
Why are you mentioning Tom
The
Nook?
chief's in danger after all.
Oh, okay, I see.
Hey.
Sounds like someone punched a peacekeeper at the clock tower. Damn, what an idiot. Right. Why do you look so guilty, Master? Wait, I'm stupid. Where is it? Wait, where am I? I think for now, this is where I'm gonna actually stop my investigation. Yeah. Anyways, thank you so. Stop. Stop. At least we pay them back in the future, right? Anyways, I think I'll be heading up. Got stuff to do. Been playing for about an hour and a half. Pretty good, nonetheless. Anyways, goodbye. Bye bye. Bye.